Ever tried answering emails while listening to a podcast, while texting a friend, all at the same time? I used to think that it was me being productive, almost like a superhero. But here's the shocking part. This habit is slowly killing your productivity and even damaging your brain. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to share something that completely changed the way I work. The hidden truth about multitasking and why it's not making you more productive. It's actually holding you back. Part 1. The illusion of productivity. In today's fast world, multitasking feels like a superpower. I'll be honest, for years I believed that doing 2, 3, or even 4 things at once meant I was ahead of everyone else. Scrolling on social media while eating lunch, replying to emails during meetings, watching YouTube while finishing homework. It feels efficient, it feels powerful, but the truth is, it's only an illusion. And here's the twist. Studies show that when we switch tasks quickly, our brain doesn't actually work on both at the same time. Instead, it jumps back and forth. And every single jump has a cost. That's like trying to run in 2 directions at once. You never really move forward. Part 2. What multitasking does to the brain. Our brain is like a spotlight. It can shine brightly on one task, but when we force it to shine on many things, the light becomes weaker. I remember reading a Stanford study that hit me hard. People who multitask regularly have more trouble focusing, remembering information, and even organizing their thoughts. I thought I was being efficient, but I was actually draining my brain. Have you ever had one of those days where you feel busy all day, but by the end, you realize you didn't finish anything meaningful? That's the silent damage multitasking does. It scatters your effort instead of focusing it into real results. Part 3. The myth of time saving. Now here's something that blew my mind. We multitask because we believe it saves time, but science proves the opposite. When you switch from one task to another, say, from writing a report to replying to a text, your brain takes time to reload. It's called the switching cost. Even if it feels like just a second, those seconds stack up. Research shows it can take more than 20 minutes to fully regain concentration after one small distraction. Just imagine. 20 minutes wasted because of one ping on your phone. So no, multitasking doesn't save time. It steals it. Part 4. Stress, mistakes, and burnout. But there's another danger that no one really talks about. Multitasking doesn't just make you less productive. It increases stress in ways we often don't notice until it's too late. I felt it myself. That heavy, overwhelmed feeling of having too many tabs open in my head. You're juggling emails, phone calls, deadlines, and social media all at once. And at first it feels like you're handling it. But then, little cracks start to appear. That's when mistakes creep in. That's when you forget the small details. That's when you reread the same page 5 times and still can't recall a single line. And here's the twist, our brain isn't built to handle so many mental files at once. Think of it like a computer. When you open too many programs, it slows down, freezes, and sometimes even crashes. Our brain works the same way. Multitasking keeps it running in overload mode, and eventually it burns out. The danger is that burnout doesn't hit suddenly, it builds slowly. One day, you start your morning already tired. Another day, you lose motivation for something you used to enjoy. Weeks later, you realize you're constantly busy, but strangely unfulfilled. It's like running on a treadmill, working so hard, but never moving forward. And here's something scary. Research shows that chronic multitasking doesn't just cause stress. It raises your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. High cortisol messes with your sleep, your mood, and even your long-term health. So what feels like a simple habit of juggling tasks is actually pushing your mind and body toward exhaustion. You might ask yourself, why am I working so hard but achieving so little? Why does the to-do list never end? Why do I feel drained even when I get things done? The answer, my friend, is multitasking. It tricks you into thinking you're productive while quietly draining your energy, your focus, and your joy. Part 5. Focus. The secret weapon. In a world full of noise, focus is not just helpful, it's your secret weapon. I used to think success was about doing more, but I realized it's about doing less, with more attention. When you give your full energy to one task, your brain works faster, your mistakes drop, and the quality of your work skyrockets. Think about history's greatest achievements. They didn't happen because someone did 100 things halfway. They happened because someone gave years of focus to a single dream. And here's something I personally felt when I stopped multitasking. I didn't just get better results. I felt calmer. Focus gave me peace of mind. Step by step, moment by moment, I knew exactly what I was doing and why. Focus is like a muscle. Start small. Read 10 minutes without touching your phone. Work for half an hour without opening extra tabs. With time, you'll feel your mental strength grow. Because in the end, the world doesn't reward people who do everything halfway. It rewards those who finish one thing completely and do it well. Part 6. How to escape the trap of multitasking. So how do we break free? I'll share what worked for me. Turn off distractions. I started putting my phone in another room while working. Even one vibration can pull your mind away. Work in blocks. I use the Pomodoro method. 25 minutes of pure focus, then a short break. It's like training my brain to stay sharp. Prioritize. Each morning I ask, what is the most important thing I need to do today? Then I attack that first. Single task your life. Eat without screens. Walk without headphones sometimes. Give your brain the gift of one thing at a time. At first it feels weird, but trust me, you'll notice you finish more in less time and with way less stress. And that's when you'll realize you escaped the trap. Part 7. The emotional cost of multitasking. But here's the part that hurts the most. Multitasking doesn't just hurt your work, it steals from your personal life. I've seen it at dinner tables, families sitting together, but everyone lost in their screens. Same room, but worlds apart. Or when a friend is sharing a story and you're half listening while checking your phone. You nod, you smile, but deep down you didn't really hear them. And later, you wonder why relationships feel weaker, why conversations feel shallow. That's because when we multitask with people, we send them a message. You're not worth my full attention. And science backs this up. Our brain actually remembers less when distracted. That means those precious moments, your child's laugh, your friend's smile, that golden sunset, they faded, half remembered, because we were too busy switching screens. Multitasking may trick us into feeling connected to everything, but the truth is, it disconnects us from the moments that matter most. Part 8. A new way forward. The truth is simple. The world rewards deep focus. The best ideas, the greatest art, the most powerful solutions. They come from people who gave their full attention to one thing. Multitasking may feel normal, but it's a trap. Once you break free, you'll see something magical. You achieve more by doing less. So the next time you catch yourself juggling 10 things, pause, take a breath, choose one, and watch how much calmer, stronger, and more productive your life becomes. If this video made you rethink multitasking, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more deep stories about life, productivity, and the human mind. Thanks for watching, and remember, focus is your true superpower.